Hey up guys, welcome to the channel. My name's Eddie and we are celebrating 100 subscribers. We are 100 strong, so I'm dedicating this video to each and every one of you as a big thank you. And I thought we'd take this truck out today because there's a connection between this truck and my very first subscriber. Welcome back guys, thank you so much for joining me. And just to clarify, this is not part of the Eddie Stobart series. If you were hoping for that episode, don't worry, that series will continue. The next episode, it's almost in the bank, it will be out by the weekend. This is an extra bonus video, a subscriber special if you like, where I want to talk to you. I'm pointing at the screen here. I want to talk to you. I want to talk personally to each subscriber. And I just want to lay some foundations. I want you to get to know me a little bit better. And I want us to try and build a strong community together. Because Euro Truck Simulator is such a massive game. It's huge. There must be like 1 million mods for it, and it can be so daunting, not just for newcomers but even to experienced users. It can be so confusing, it's so big. But we've got a good bunch here. Our subscribers consist of complete Euro Truck newbies all the way through to veteran Euro Truck power users. Just look at these views here. We're driving through Scotland, by the way, because of the nice roads. Yeah, so we've got a mixed bunch here, and I think a YouTube channel, it's only as strong as its community. And you subscribers are so important to this channel. You're so important to this community. And I think we're in a privileged position here. We're in a perfect position where we've got the chance to start a super friendly Euro Truck community where we can all help each other out, and we can share information, we can share mods, and we can all be part of one big Euro Truck family. So if you are a subscriber, First of all, thank you so much for subscribing. It really does, it means the world to me. It really does mean the world to me. And I really hope that you want to stick around for the rest of the video, get to know me a little bit more, and I hope that you want to be a part of the community. And if you're not bothered about any of that stuff, and you just want to know where to get this skin, let me tell you that it's part of the Eddie Stobart truck skin pack. All the links for them are in the description below. And if there's anybody left, let me talk a little bit about why I'm here now playing Euro Truck on YouTube. And I guess it all starts with a lifelong attraction to trucks. I was born into a trucking family. My brother says we've got diesel running through the veins, you know what I mean? I was conceived in the back of a Foden, I was. My dad was a truck driver. All my uncles were truck drivers. My brothers grew up to be truck drivers. I think even my nan drove a truck in the war. And I'm the only male in my family that hasn't got an HGV licence. Eventually I ended up in the workshops. For a long time I worked for an HGV specialist as a fitter welder. But before that I trained in fabrication. I trained in the engineering industry in welding, fabrication, pipe fitting. So I worked in all kinds of different factories, building everything from steel gates and catwalks and stairways. I built canal boats, narrow boats. I worked in train yards, modifying coal trucks for a while. So that's the type of work I do. Now I do more heavy engineering stuff. We make equipment for the manufacturing industry. So for example, we work for shipbuilders and we make what we call positioners or movers. And what they are is, when you build a ship, you build ships in sections. So these manufacturers build a section of the ship and they build it in one of our positioners. And then they'll build another section of the ship in another one of our positioners. And when the two sections are ready, the positioners will move the two sections together and mate them together. And that's what our factory make. We make these positioners that move huge, absolutely massive engineering projects. It's proper heavy stuff. I weld steel, well, on a daily basis it's 30, 40, 50 millimeters thick. On the big jobs it can be 80, 100, 120 millimeters thick, and that's thick steel, that is. That's pretty heavy, that is. But the job I probably had for the longest was working for an HGV specialist. And this was my favourite job, this was. This was great because I was a lifelong truck nut. And I finally got to work with HGVs. And I was employed as a fitter welder. And what I used to do there, mainly we did third axle conversions, which is fitting mid-axles and tag axles to trucks. We did tractor to rigid conversions. I think the most popular combination that we did, the most popular kind of work we did, would be a tractor to rigid conversion. And it'd be where we drive a four-wheeled tractor unit in and we'd convert it to a rigid truck. We'd add probably a tag axle or a mid-axle. Occasionally we'd convert them to four-wheel steering, so we did four-wheel steer conversions. And we did all different kinds of chassis conversions. We'd do beaver tail conversions, so we could build flatbeds with beaver tails and hydraulic ramps. We'd fabricate all the hydraulic ramps. We'd modify chassis so you can fit cranes, and we'd fit cranes like HIAB type equipment. and occasionally I'd go on breakdowns. So if there's any drivers in that have ever broken down on the side of the motorway, if you've ever had a broken spring or a torn airbag or a seized brake chamber, I would have been the guy that came out in the van and welded your axle back on, or replaced your airbag, or replaced your brake chamber. Anything to do with wheels, suspension, brakes, air leaks. That was the type of work that I was involved in. So I've always lived and worked around trucks, and I've always intended on getting my Class 1 licence. Ever since I can remember, ever since I was a kid, I thought I was going to get my Class 1, but it's just something I've never got around to doing. I've been close a couple of times. I did have my provisional once, but like, you know what life is, life took a different direction, and I just didn't end up doing it. So truck driving for me is like, it's like the job that I've never had. I've always thought I was going to be a truck driver, and I've always had one eye on it, and it's still really alluring to me. So this is why I play Euro Truck Simulator, to get my quick fix of truck porn. That's what it is, it's truck porn. In Euro Truck Simulator, I get to drive the best trucks in the world. I get to haul the biggest loads to the most beautiful places. I get to drive all the latest trucks. I've driven Ford's F-Max. I've driven Iveco's S-Way. I've driven the new Mercedes Actros with the mirror cams, the MP5. And I've driven S30 Scanias and FH750 Volvos. This is truck heaven. This is truck heaven. If you're into trucks, Euro Truck Simulator is brilliant. I love it. You can drive any truck you want, and that's why I play Euro Truck. And YouTube for me, well, I've always said that YouTube is the best channel on the telly, because let's face it, there's absolutely nothing on the telly, is there? So I love YouTube. YouTube's brilliant. You just type anything in you want and watch a video about it. That's just brilliant, isn't it? And I've never seriously thought about being a YouTuber. But as a viewer, I have been intrigued by it. But I've always thought it was too difficult, because I don't know how to make a video. I didn't know anything. I didn't know. I've never made a video before. I've never uploaded a video before. I didn't know what I was doing. I just thought it was too difficult, so I never bothered. But I love watching YouTube videos. And I watch all kinds of stuff, from Euro Truck videos to woodworking videos and how-to videos to road rage videos. And because I've always fancied being a truck driver and I'm into real trucks, I watch quite a lot of truck vlogs. And I think the first guy I remember watching was a guy called Luke Vernon. And he was, I'm not sure if he was English or Welsh, but he drove for an Irish company called Virginia. And he used to drive all over Europe, and I was just fascinated by it. I'd love to do that work, I would. I'd love to drive all over Europe in a truck. That would be just brilliant. So I was fascinated by it. From Luke Vernon, he went to Ned Kelly, another European driver, an Irish lad that drives over Europe. And I've watched Trucker J since he was on the Class 2s. He left YouTube for a bit, didn't he? And then he came back. But I remember the Trucker J the first time round. Then there's Anonymous European Driver. He's another European truck, well, an English lad that does European work. Then Luke C, I'm sure everyone watches Luke C, don't they? Everyone knows who Luke C is. I've watched him since Class 2 days again, first time round. And I remember watching a guy called CJC. Anyone remember CJC? He was, I think he was from Wolverhampton or Black Country. He was a good vlogger. He's not posting anymore, which is a shame. Scott Andrews. Everyone's heard of Scott Andrews now. Again, I've been watching him since about 1,000 subs, since pre-Road Legend days anyway. Then who else is there? Scott Andrews, Jenko. There's loads. I think it was through Jenko that I heard about DD 2012. And if you're into truck driving, if you're into real truck driving and you're into real trucks and you want to know about truck driving live, go watch DD's videos because he's ace. He's dead funny. He's dead down to earth. And he's just likeable. I like DD. I watch a lot of DD's videos. So go check him out, DD 2012. I'm sure at least a few of you have heard of him already. But if you haven't, and you're into trucks, definitely go watch DD. He's ace. And I'm going to stop at DD because that kind of wraps up the full circle of this video, because that's whose truck we're driving today. We are driving DD's truck. And the reason we're driving DD's truck is because it was kind of DD that inspired me to upload my first video onto YouTube. And that's because one day when I was watching DD's videos, he had no work. He was playing Euro Truck. And he uploaded a video of himself playing Euro Truck Simulator. I thought it was dead funny, because DD's funny anyway. But it sort of inspired me. I thought, this is a guy who's never played Euro Truck, and he just been out, bought the game, and made a video. I'm sure I can figure out how to make a video. No offense, DD. If he can do it, I can do it. No, I just thought that, you know, he's been out and he's just learned how to do it and done it. So why can't I do that? So I did. He inspired me to upload my first video. So that night, I'm a bit of an insomniac. So I sat up all night and figured out how to make a video and how to upload it. And by the end of the night, I had uploaded my first video. And once I'd done it, I didn't know what to do. It was just there, sitting on YouTube, and no, well, it had about 15 views, which was me 15 times. And I thought, what do I do now? And what I did, I went over to DD's video. I just left a message for him and said, you've just inspired me to make my first video. And he watched it, to my amazement. And he subscribed. And I think he left me a message and he said something along the lines of, I don't know, good video, I'll be your first sub. And that was the start. That was the first video that I made. And DD was my very first subscriber. And that's what's got the ball rolling. And that's why I'm here now. And now I'm celebrating 100 subscribers. And I can't believe I've got 100. I never thought I'd have any subscribers. And I've got 100 subscribers. I've got more than 100 subscribers. And it's just absolutely fantastic. So I want to thank every single one of you. I want to thank DD for the inspiration in the first place. And I don't know if DD's still watching this, but I hope he does. Because I've set up now, we're going for it. I'm doing a channel. And I'm going to do it for you lot because you've subscribed to me. And I'm kicking into gear. The first, I don't know, dozen videos, 18 videos, are all just experimental, and for the last 3 or 4 videos I'm really trying to make an effort now, and I want to put something good together. I want to put something entertaining up, and I want to thank you all for being a part of it. And I've been rambling on for far too long. This should have only been a 10-minute video, so I'm going to thank you all for watching. I hope you stick with me, and I will see you on the next one, guys. Thanks a lot.